Week 16 of the National Football League. And we'll see the rookie burner, Jameson Williams. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Bucks and the Cards under the lights on Sunday night.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bucs in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do with season is upon us? We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. Leading them out, the third-year player from Oklahoma by way of Alabama, Jalen Hurts.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. They'll start the drive with Harris. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 17 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. An option handoff given to Harris. And some room to work. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 and a first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Hurts. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Hurts throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Here we go.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. He will have the conversion and more than that. Touchdown, Cardinals. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And It's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the first overall pick from a couple of drafts ago, former Clemson Tiger Trevor Lawrence. Now Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
All right, say it with me now. There's a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep.
Wiley? Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names?
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Cards are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Now a first down carry for Harris. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play. Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. That is caught by Thielen. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. That one caught by Felton. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing is Hurts. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Hubbard fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Gentry, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up with a touchdown for Arizona. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A very solid gain of 27.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete. The Buccaneers at 10-4 on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
On the double.
But to throw again is Lawrence. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Here's Mostert. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so they dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On third and goal, Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. They go play action with Lawrence. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jamison Williams, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. Finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Come on. Hey.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chuba Hubbard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So we reach halftime here. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jamison Williams out onto the field as these guys take over on offense. Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
They go play action now. Lawrence rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession. So the ball changes. Interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Hurts throw complete here to Kmet. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. Hurts steps away to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Yeah, and on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
They'll look to throw again. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Adam Thielen with his second touchdown of the night. And the Cards take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On play action, Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. He finds Austin complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Deep ball for Goodwin. They've got his man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all.
Touchdown! Hayden Hurst. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked to his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a bout of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17.
Looking underneath and finding Hubbard.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And this one too low.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Jamison Williams.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards.
And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC.
And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Raheem Mostert with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
Fingers. That signifies the fourth quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
Here we go. Start.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Chase Claypool.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Chase Claypool.
75 yards.
And the Cardinals use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here at this point of the game. Go for 2, try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Here's Lawrence.
He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
48 yards. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that's how you start a drive, because they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
On 1st down, Lawrence will get this into the hands of Mostert. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Cards have just about sewn up this football game.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Arizona. This is taken at the 18. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So now the Bucs down by 1. 1:12 to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down.
Lawrence. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. And
incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Lawrence.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
It's a run with Mostert.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Now it's the Cardinals' turn, trailing by a touchdown. 25 seconds remaining. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
And that's caught by Williams.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You get the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans though holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, well, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. First throw of overtime for Trevor Lawrence. Man open, it's Goodwin. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's out of bounds. He'll take this one up to the 45. Mechanic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, let's begin by trying to get into the mind of the head coach. He's telling us he wants to win the game right now. That's why they went for it and got it on 4th down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness Hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, David.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for the Bucs, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they dropped their 7th game on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.